Hi, in this video we are going to discuss the swimmer problem which came in IIT JEE 1983, in which the velocity of river is 5 meter per minute and there is a man who is trying to cross the river with a speed of 10 meter per minute in shortest time. Now this speed is given with respect to still water. The question is in which direction he should swim to get to cross the river in the minimum time. First we will discuss the doubts that students usually come across while solving this problem. Number 1, 10 meter per minute. This velocity is really confusing, whether this velocity is with respect to ground or to be taken with respect to river. Second thing is effort, which we usually hear but we don't actually understand what this is. Third thing is we should understand the vector relationship between the three velocities that we have, that is the velocity of man with respect to river, velocity of man with respect to ground, then velocity of river with respect to ground. And fourth thing is we should understand the comparison of shortest distance problem and shortest time problem. So let's try to understand them one by one. Now here 10 meter per minute is the speed of man in still water. Let's try to understand whether this speed is with respect to ground or whether it's with respect to river. First we will understand whether it's with respect to ground or not. Let's say we have a man who is standing on the ground and he is observing the problem from ground. According to the man, the river is flowing with the speed of VR. Now this speed is given in still water, but our water is moving. So for sure this is not what is observed by the stationary man on ground. So 10 meter per minute is not the speed with respect to ground. But this speed is still not proof that whether it is with respect to river or it is something else only. To understand that, let's consider a similar problem, that is the train. So we have two trains. One train is not moving at all and the other is moving with some velocity. There are two passengers in both of them. One passenger is sitting and the other passenger is trying to cross the train from one end to the other. Let's say the man is running with our swimmer velocity only, which is 10 meter per minute. As shown in the figure, we can easily say that 10 meter per minute is the velocity of man in still train or velocity of man with respect to still train. This person is also observing this velocity as 10 meter per minute only. So we can say that this velocity is velocity of man with respect to train, because this man is sitting in the train moving with the velocity of v. So this is the velocity of man with respect to train, that is 10 meter per minute. In this case 10 meter per minute is the velocity that the other passenger is observing. So 10 meter per minute is nothing but the velocity of man with respect to train. But this is the velocity in still train as well. So in our case as well, the velocity of man in still water is nothing but the velocity of man with respect to the river, moving river. Now let's try to understand the vector notation. The velocity of the river is in x direction. Let's say the velocity of man with respect to river is in y direction. So this velocity can be in any direction. For time being we have taken it in y direction. We know that the velocity of man with respect to river is the velocity of man minus velocity of river. If we rearrange the terms, we can see that velocity of man with respect to ground will be nothing but the summation of these two velocities. Now this is a vector addition. So you can see the vector addition, velocity of man with respect to river, velocity of river, and Vmg is nothing but the resultant. Now think about it. You are trying to go from here to here, but the river is trying to push you to the right. As a result, you will be drifted rightwards instead of forward. Imagine if you are not putting any efforts, you will be drifted rightwards only, easily, and there will be no forward motion. But since you are putting efforts, you will move forward and rightward. So this is all making it very intuitive now that VMR is the effort that you are putting, but because of the river, you will be drifted rightwards, and hence this will be what is visible to a man standing on the ground. Let's try to understand the final problem, that is in which direction it should swim to reach in the minimum time. So we have four options. It can go in the north direction, it can go in east, it can go in west. What do you think it is asking? Whether it is asking for velocity of man with respect to ground, or whether it is asking for velocity of man with respect to river? Certainly, it is asking for in which direction he should swim. He doesn't know what will be the final thing, but he knows in which direction he should put effort to reach in the minimum time. So it is asking for efforts and not the final velocity. It doesn't know about that. So this is asking for velocity of man with respect to river, that is the efforts. So let's try to understand it. Let's try to explore each option one by one. So according to our first option, it should go due north. What do you mean by that? That means the swimmer will try to go in north direction, but drifted by the river, and it will eventually drift rightwards. We can't say that this is the worst option, because the man is putting all his energy in going forward. So this might work. Okay. According to our second option, it says it should go east. So if this is the axis, this is the velocity of river. If it tries to go east, this is the velocity of man with respect to river, then the final velocity will be more eastwards and it will go further away. So this option is not better than this option. So this option rules out, because it will eventually go very far away, and this cannot be the minimum. At least we can say that this distance is not less than this distance. Third option is it should go towards west, which again seems a probable answer. It says 30° west, velocity of river, velocity of man with respect to river. If this is a scenario, then the final velocity may occur in this direction, velocity of man with respect to ground. If this is the case, then directly it's going directly in the y direction, and this can be the answer. This can be the highly probable answer, right? Since the final distance will be least of all of them. Then the fourth one is it should go again 60° east. So this is again more than this, and the final answer will be again more eastwards, and this again rules out, right? Okay, so let's try to explore these two options. Which one is right? Let's try to explore our third option, in which it says it should go westwards. Or maybe you can say general case, the most intuitive case. Okay, it is the VMR, which is making, let's say, an angle theta with our y-axis, and this is the velocity of r. Now, in order to, so let's say that the width of the river is 20 meters. We have VR. We will use the values given in the question to explore our answers. Velocity of a river is 5 meters per minute, and velocity of man with respect to river is 10 meters per minute. Now, if this is the scenario, the time it takes to cross the river from here to here will be the distance in y direction divided by the velocity of man, the final velocity of man with respect to ground in y direction. Now we should understand that velocity of man with respect to ground is nothing but VMR plus, this is the vector component, VMR plus VRG. Now since we need the y component of everything, velocity of river is nowhere in the y direction, so the y component will be 0, and the y component of velocity of man with respect to river will be VMR cos theta, right? So we'll put that in this equation, which implies the time will be d by VMR cos theta. Now, to minimize the time, the cos theta should be maximum, and the maximum value of cos theta occurs at theta equal to 0 degree, and the cos theta will be 1 at that point. So the time will be d by VMR, which gives us this diagram, that the theta is 0, that is VMR, and this is VR. Oops, are we making some mistake? Because we assume that the VMR should be going in the west direction, but the final VMR that we are getting gives us theta equal to 0 degree. Is there a flaw in our approach? Let's try to understand the equation by both the approaches, that is by this one as well as the other approach. I'll divide the page in two categories, that is a minimum time and minimum distance problem. In minimum time case, we are saying that the man should go in this direction and the velocity of river is this, and the final velocity will be in this direction, right? And in case of minimum distance, what do you mean by minimum distance problem? That is, the final distance that a man should cover should be the minimum, and for that case, the final velocity should be in this direction, right? Which will help him to cover d distance. In the minimum distance case, the man is trying to go in this direction. His efforts are in this direction. The velocity of river is in this direction, which will lead the velocity of man with respect to ground in this direction. Now, as compared, like if a man on ground, he sees the man swimming in the river, he will see this person going from here to here using this distance only. So the final distance that he will be covering will be this. That's why I'm saying that this is the minimum distance case. If I can just translate this vector over here, this will just give me VMR, VR and VMG, right? If I use the Pythagoras theorem, this will lead us, VMG will be equal to VMR square minus VR square, which will give us 10 square minus 5 square, 75, right? According to this, the velocity of man with respect to ground will be the summation of VMR plus VR. And this will be under root 10 square plus 5 square, which will give us 125. Now, the time it takes to cover the distance from here to here will be the final distance d upon, let's say this distance is d1 and this distance is d2, right? So d1 upon under root 125, and here the time taken by this person will be d2 upon under root 75. Now we cannot exactly compare, if I don't find d1 and if I don't know d2 also, we cannot exactly compare both of them, because this d1 is greater than d2, but wait, 125 is also greater than 75. So we cannot exactly compare T1 and T2, since if numerator is increasing, the denominator is also increasing. If that was the case, that numerator is same and the denominator is more or less, like if the denominator is not equal, then we can easily compare both the cases. But here, if we do like this, we cannot exactly compare. So let's try the other approach, in which we will keep the numerator same. Let's see. Let's say the man is trying to cross the river, and since the distance he is going to travel is d, right? So this d2 is d anyway, okay? So d divided by, now what is the velocity that will help him to cover this final distance? It will be VMG y component, and the y component of VMG, as we have already proved back then, is VMR, okay? So d upon this VMR is 10. In the case here, this T2 will be the same, d upon under root 75, or we can say d upon under root 100. You can actually clearly see now that since the denominator is same here, this time T1 is less than T2, which is pretty shocking answer, since it was expected that if it moves westward, it will eventually go in the forward direction and it will land in the minimum time. But the answer came opposite. It should go in the front, and this will lead to some distance more. So you should not get confused by this approach. See, the man is trying to go here, but it will go here. But this doesn't mean that the time will be more here as compared to this. That is because if it is taking more distance, then the velocity is also more. So you cannot say that the distance is more, so the time will also eventually be more. No, this is not the right approach. Because if the distance is more, the velocity is also more. The other thought that you can give in this question is he's putting all his efforts in going in the forward direction. He's not wasting his energy anywhere. Moreover, his target is changed now. The question is not that he should move from here to here, but the question is he should just cross the river. It is not asking it should reach here, but it can reach here as well. The target is moving as well. Okay, so this drift doesn't matter anymore. The thing that matters is the effort should be maximum in this direction to get the minimum time. To sum it up, we can say that the man is putting his maximum efforts in the forward direction to minimize time. In this video, we have tried to cover the major doubts, and for more doubts, we can discuss in the comment sections below, and we are open to any suggestions. Thank you.